Pathmark is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmark qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add Pathmark to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us out, pathmark.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Alex George from Hint Health, head of marketing with them. How you doing today, Alex?
Great, Ernesto. Thanks so much for having me on the podcast today.
It's great to have you on. And well, I know our listeners, listen to what Hint Health was all about, so they're curious what it is. So let's kick it off with that, Alex. In your own words, can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, sure thing. So Hint Health is a software company. Basically, we are the leader in an industry called the direct primary care industry. Direct primary care is a kind of a departure from the historical U.S. healthcare system. So it's physicians and clinicians that have chosen to work outside of the boundaries of the insurance industry, and they run their own practices on a cash pay basis. It's a membership model. Our software enables them to do that. We have software from the membership, billing, administration side of things. We also have software that enables them to run their clinical side of their business. So that would include an EMR, scheduling, communications, things of that nature. And then over the past 10 years, we've built out a pretty robust network of direct primary care clinicians. And we've built that network out so that we can now go to employers and work with health plan advisors to offer them the benefit of direct primary care to their employees, which is a really differentiated benefit that really creates a better overall lifestyle for the employees as well as for the physicians and clinicians that are part of it. So that's what we're doing here at Hint. Really fun industry to be in and booming at this time. And it's cool to see all the people who are kind of making a change to direct primary care.
Definitely, like you mentioned, what Health mentions, right? The doctor-patient relationship is making a comeback, so that's important. And so that way our listeners could get a good understanding of Hint Health. What would you say is problems, a key problem that you solve for clients, if you could sum it up?
Yeah, so Hint sits in a really interesting position, right? We serve the physicians, the clinicians that are opening these DPC practice. They're our primary customers, so our software enables them to streamline their business, run it efficiently. We've built out robust reporting, templates, tools, everything that goes into being able to run their practice, and allows them to focus on that patient relationship a lot more and not have to worry about staring at a computer screen or that sort of thing throughout time. And then our additional kind of customer, especially when we look at our new Hint Connect product, is those health plan advisors and subsequently the employers that hire them. So if you think about, any sort of a business that has to offer or wants to offer a health plan to their employees, they typically work with a benefit advisor, and those benefit advisors have a number of different options, from things that are like the BUCAs, like Blue Cross, Blue Shield, so on and so forth, all the way down to working directly with independent providers and doctors. Our network there enables employers across multiple locations or regions, even countrywide, to offer direct primary care and offer that elevated type of care to their employees. And we handle all of kind of the administration, the implementation, and so on that goes around that. So we're really supporting not only those clinicians and enabling them to work with some of these larger employers nationwide, but we're also supporting the employers by giving them the option to provide their employees with better care.
That's awesome. So then if we could say a clear ICP for you guys would be the DPC clinics?
Yeah, exactly. And in today's kind of, I would say, convoluted a little bit industries, there's a lot of different type of direct primary care clinics. And there's also a lot of clinics that are maybe more urgent care that still offer insurance, but want to meander into or learn a little bit more about how they can add membership to their practice. And so we have a lot of these hybrid practices that are also exploring memberships and are able to use our software as well. So a lot of just physicians nationwide are kind of fed up with the fee-for-service model as it is today, and they're exploring new opportunities to add membership on. And so really, we provide kind of content education around what it means to go to the direct primary care model, and we help them kind of in that transition if they want to start with just some membership, or fully fledged, like migrate or try and change their practice to direct care only.
All right, awesome. So then how does someone typically find out about Hint Health? Is there like a top client acquisition channel that you guys have?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I think one thing that's interesting about this industry, it's grown up over the past 20 years or so. And at this stage, we like to talk about, we are in kind of the city builder phase, if you're familiar with that, right? So these are folks who, we have a lot of new people that are entering the space, and oftentimes there's 2 or 3 types of clinicians that are exploring direct primary care. And once they start to search for direct primary care, we're going to pop up pretty quickly. So we have a ton of direct and organic traffic due to all the content and, or maybe reputation. We have a lot of different channel partners that are able to help out, and they recommend Hint as the software that any DPC practice should be running their business on. And then in terms of our kind of paid search and conquest ads, those do really well also. So kind of a combination of those 4 different channels really drive people to our website, and are kind of the leading contributors to people learning about Hint and deciding if, we're the right software for them.
Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. And well, I am here on the website. Company's Hint Health, but the website for our listeners is hint.com. What role does a website play for your client acquisition, Alex?
That's a great question. So our website's plays a major role, right? Not only is it house all of our different content and education, but it's also a great place where they can connect with our team and be able to sign up for a demo, learn more about our products and that sort of thing. So over the past 10 years, we've kind of gained a lot of insights around, what the industry is doing as a whole and what's driving it forward. And we share trends reports. We put on an annual Hint Summit event, and then we have some links on the website that take you to past Hint Summits. So you can watch some of the content that was provided at those. Their video content is great. Access to all of our different socials, as well as our kind of YouTube page. And so our website really serves as kind of that central hub for anyone who's interested in direct primary care and wants to see how Hint plays a role in the industry. I think you're muted there, Ernesto.
Good stuff that we have an editing team, right? So I was coughing, so I put it on mute. But well, Alex, is there any tools or methods when it comes to lead generation that you can recommend our listeners?
With regards to platforms that we're using today, or within our website, or can you just expand upon that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, as far as a website, right? Or as what you guys are doing for methods to do some outreach, if any.
Yeah, right. So we're not doing a whole lot of outbound. The way that we approach this is that, since it is such kind of a niche industry, we just want to be one of the SEO leaders in the space. And so we are a very content heavy organization. We put out a lot of different levels of content. And then within that content, we're really good about ensuring that we have, really accessible content, clear CTAs, any sort of like forms or anything of that nature on landing pages above the fold, so that people know that they can quickly submit and get the information they want. We do a lot of kind of backlinking, really rich with all of our blog content and that side. And we do a lot of video content too. One of the things that I'm a big fan of is you produce one piece of content and then use it in many different formats, right? So we do a lot of live streams. Those live streams are well attended. We can take those live streams, they live on social media for a good amount of time after that, but we can also clip them up, make smaller social posts. We can turn them into audio only recordings, share them that way, and we can take them and create blog articles out of them, and that lives on forever, right? So we do a lot of repurposing of our content, and it just helps to ensure that as long as you have the right type of content people are searching for, it helps ensure that they find us, right? And so that's probably the biggest thing. And with regards to our website, I think a key aspect of any website is ensuring that the navigation is simple, and it allows the intended audience to find themselves within your website. And what I mean by that is, if I'm a visitor, I'm going to a website, and I'm a marketer, I'm going to a software site, I want to be able to find how this software is for me as a marketing leader, right? Similarly, on our website, if we look at our navigation, we break it down so that if you're a DPC clinic, you know where to go. If you are a virtual care clinic, you know where to go. If you're an enterprise customer, you're easily able to find where you fit within our website, and then track down and take the next steps to find out if you need a demo or have a conversation or whatever it may be. So I just think navigation is super crucial in today's online ecosystem, and ensuring that you have good, simple navigation that's clear and kind of concise is important.
Definitely would agree. Awesome there from you, Alex. Well, let's switch gears a little bit, Alex, and talk about you as a leader. You being the head of marketing there for InHealth. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
That's a good question. So on the, let me start up real quick. So with regards to day-to-day, we as a marketing leader, you're interacting with every different team within the organization. Marketing is one of those teams that does interact with almost every team in the organization. And so particularly on the product and on the growth side, we're interacting with our CS team, we're interacting with our product leaders, we're chatting regularly with the sales team to make sure we're lock arm step by step, and then kind of speaking up to our leadership team from there and ensuring that, some of those larger OKRs and objectives for our organization are being met through the tactics we have on a daily basis. So there's a lot of strategy and planning that goes into that sort of work. And then I love to get into the weeds. One thing I love about marketing is working with my team. Like, you to have a great team, and we are able to sit down and work through things from digital marketing to partnership marketing. We can look at content and creation. We can plan out what new opportunities look like from the product side, product marketing, and really just make sure that we have a great conversation and kind of a lot of checks and balances within our micro organization and the larger group, right? So our marketing team works really cohesively to ensure that everyone's on the same page and that we all are working towards our goals. And I love getting into those weeds of marketing and ensuring that we're all working towards the same thing.
Definitely. All right. Well, it looks like you have a full plate on your hands there, Alex. Let's switch to our next section, which is a rapid fire question round. So you ready for them?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. First off, Alex, what is the last book that you read?
So I really like fiction, and there's a kind of a sci-fi series called Novatera I've been reading a lot of. But on the business side, the last business book I read around marketing was actually called Marketing Product-Led Growth. And this is by Steve LaChance. It talks a lot about kind of the self-service funnel and how marketing shouldn't just end with MQL, and ensure that you have kind of that end-to-end experience. One thing that we're looking to do is to drive more efficiency in our processes here at Hint. And so this book's been really helpful for me to just think about what the end-to-end experience looks like, and what are all the different opportunities for upsells, cross-sells, upgrades, whatever it may be, and opportunities to delight all of our customers along the way.
Right. Awesome. Great read that. Now, what is one single thing that your company is focused on at the moment the most?
So one of our objectives, I guess you could say, for 2024 is really to establish Hint Connect, which is our network play in the kind of employer space. So this is a product we rolled out in the last couple of years, and we have been testing out the different markets where it lands. Now we feel like we have a really good, clear path to success with it. And one of the things that's cool about Hint Connect is that it allows employers to provide direct primary care access to their employees. And this is such a differentiated benefit. It really means quite a big difference. And so what we're doing is focused on really educating what are called healthcare brokers and advisors on the benefits of direct primary care, ensuring that they are able to add it to their plan simply and easily, and kind of enable them with the tools that they need to be able to educate their employers about it, so they can kind of show up and serve as that source of truth and be able to answer any questions they might have. So that's probably our biggest challenge, and something I'm really looking forward to for this year. Yeah.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. All right. Now, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
All right. So I think the direction I would take this is into the reporting realm. I still, I'm been in this kind of in the marketing leadership role for quite some time, and in different ways, and I just still find that reporting is really segmented across different platforms, channels, whatever it may be, as well as not easy to quickly turn around the type of reporting that we'd like to deliver to our leadership team and subsequently to our board. So I think if there's a way to fix reporting and make it as easy as possible, I'd love that.
All right. Awesome. Now, if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, Alex, what would that be?
Well, not to sound repetitive in this case, but like I would say again, reporting, right? If there's a way to simplify it and make it easier, and then also streamline it, like click of a button, generate the reporting you need, particularly without the needs for rev ops or business ops to kind of develop all of that. I'd love to have that. I think reporting is just one of those things that takes a lot of time. You need to get into the weeds of it. You need to be able to tell the stories. But if there's a way for technology to kind of come in and replace that and then make it as simple as a click of a button, I'd love it.
All right, awesome. Now, Alex, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
I think there is a trend that wasn't around when I was starting my marketing journey, which is, and it's a skill really, is the ability to fail fast. And what I mean by that is just being able to set up much more clear evaluation criteria at the start of any sort of test and limiting it to 2 weeks, maximum of a month before you're able to say, yes, this is something we want to continue doing and invest into, or no, let's kill it now and start something new. And so failing fast is a skill that I've learned over the years and something that I tell all new marketers when they're getting into the space and help them understand that, like, don't waste time, don't waste resources, be able to make decisions quickly, and failing fast is something that allows you to do that.
Definitely some great advice there. Thanks so much for that, Alex. Well, Alex, thanks a lot for being on the show with us today. I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about your company?
Yeah. I think I'd do a shout out for the direct primary care industry in general. DPC is a movement that's been around for 20, 25 years, and it is changing the face of American healthcare. And I would just encourage anyone listening to look it up. Head over to hint.com/DPC and check out what direct primary care is all about. It can really change the way that you view your health and the way that you pay for it.
Awesome. Well, our listeners, like you mentioned, you can always check them out at hint.com. Alex, thank you so much for being part of today's episode. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in and looking forward to our next episode at Path Monk Presents. Thanks a lot, Alex.
Thanks, Ernesto. Have a good one.